Will Nightingale, you've been through tough times at this club before, injuries to yourself from a personal perspective, but also last season's relegation battle, which successful in the end. What will it take to come through this tough time?
Yeah, obviously, there's been lots of ups and downs with this club's history as well. And one thing I know about this club is obviously it always seems to come out on top. So I'm trying to keep as positive as I can. I'm still a young centre-half, I'm still trying to learn, I'm still trying to get better myself, and I'm trying to strive and demand as much as I can off of my teammates around me. And obviously we're training hard, we're working hard, but at the end of the day, as everyone knows, it all counts on what happens on Saturday. So we're gonna go into this Saturday obviously going for the win, and hopefully we can deliver that for the fans, get our first one. We understand how important it is. I know obviously how desperate things are getting at the minute, and I'm just trying to keep that positivity, and I'm going to try and deliver my best performance on the pitch, and I'm sure all the boys are going to do the same as well, because we want this for the club.
And you even at a stage where you had to have special dispensation to have an extra year as a scholar. Do you draw strength from your own experiences as well?
Yeah,
tough times?
Yeah, of course. I know what I demand of myself when I cross the white line, and being honest, I think I want to be performing a lot better than I have been. I think I've been trying to obviously lead the boys, and I think I've even got to do better in that. But I think my own performance, I think I've not really been hitting the heights of what I want, and I can only say that I'm gonna be striving to get back to that. And hopefully this Saturday I can show, along with all the other boys, we can show that we are going to mean business this season, and we are going to turn things around, because we have to. Like I said, the club always seems to come out back on top, and we've got to use that in our strengths, and we've got to look at last season, drive strength from that, and show we are in this league, and that we deserve to be in this league. At the minute we're not, but we've got to show that we deserve to be in this league, and we're more than good enough to cope with teams in it.
Was the second half of Peterborough a bit more like it?
Yeah, obviously we had to go for it. We had that attack and threat, and we played some good stuff. I thought Mitch and Woody come on and done very well, and yeah, I thought we looked good. Maybe slightly a little bit open at times, but obviously we had to push for the win. I think we got to start games strong, like we have been. We've been taking the lead in most games, but we got to follow it through. We can't take our foot off the pedal, especially not now when we know how important it is.
Yeah, and Glyn himself is a very experienced coach. What's it been like working with him?
Yeah, obviously Glyn's got a lot of experience. He's coached at some top clubs, some Premier League clubs, Championship clubs, and you can see when you're out on the training field the sort of things that he brings into the sessions. You can tell that obviously there's a reason for why he's doing things. You can see there's a thought process behind what he's doing. If he sees something going wrong on the Saturday, he'll try and think, right, what session can I bring in to improve that and eradicate that. So yeah, he's been bringing in sessions where you can tell that this is where we've got to get better, this is where we've got to improve. So at least we're looking at where we're going wrong, and if we can cut that out, hopefully when things click, hopefully we won't have to be. Hopefully we can get a bit of momentum going.
And Mark Robinson was a part of the travelling situation at Peterborough as well. What was that like, having him telling you what to do again?
Yeah, it's brilliant for Mark in his career. I think Mark's a brilliant coach. I think obviously he's got some great ideas, got some great technical aspects of the game to comment on. And Mark's a good coach. He's got good man management skills. Obviously he knows quite a few of us that have come through, so hopefully he can use that to add an impact with us and a bit of positivity with us there.
And in terms of moving forward to this weekend in Rochdale, it's good news, and from a team perspective with Marcus Force back on the situation.
Yeah, obviously Marcus has come in, he's got a few goals. I think he's highly rated down at Brentford, and obviously you can see why. Hopefully he can grab another one at the weekend, whether he starts or comes on or whatever the situation is. Hopefully he can add to the tally, because by him doing that, it's only going to create a good little bit of competition with all the centre forwards, obviously getting the goals. So yeah, Marcus is a sharp player, he's a clever player. We've got to play to his strengths, or whoever's strengths, whoever plays.
Yeah. And Saturday against Rochdale, opponents who we memorably beat 4-3 in February. What are your memories of that game?
Yeah, well, I remember that kick-starting our season, really. Obviously very late on, but it kick-started our comeback and our return, and we stood our foot down, and in that game I think we kind of said we're not going to get beat here, and it showed how late on we got the goals, and how we turned it around in the second half. And hopefully this game on Saturday can be a similar kind of impact as it as it was last season. I think, like I said, obviously we've competed against some of the teams, but as naivety or whatever you want to call it, we've not been doing enough. So this Saturday, I'm going to make sure that it is enough, hopefully, and we'll get that win.
In terms of Rochdale, I mean, they are in the bottom half of the table, but they had a 1-1 draw at Old Trafford the other weekend. What kind of threat do you think they're going to pose?
Yeah, well, I don't really focus too much on what teams I'm going to play. Obviously, you know the teams when you've been in the league for a while, so obviously you know the big clubs and the smaller clubs and the clubs that are obviously established in League One, really, which is probably what Rochdale are, floating around there for a few years. But at the same time, I think we got to think. Look at ourselves. Make sure we perform on the pitch, and if you have that attitude, then you shouldn't be troubled too much. Really, you've got to make sure what you're doing is right for the team, right for yourself. And make sure you get the better of your opponent, no matter who it is, no matter who you play against. Obviously, like you said, Rochdale got a result at Manchester United, so it goes to show 11 bodies against 11 bodies. If you perform better than your man, and everyone has that kind of attitude, it should put you in good stead for the game.
Yeah, in terms of players coming back from injury, Anthony Wordsworth made a big impression on Saturday. What's it going to be like to have him back in the fold?
Yeah, everyone knows how important Woody is. He's got a lot of experience behind him. He's played this level for a fair while. He's technically very talented, and he can drive on some of the boys in his style of play, really. Hopefully he can create some chances, create some attacks, because he's got that flair where he can open teams up, really, I think. He's got that cleverness. So yeah, it'll be brilliant to have him back, add a different sort of dimension to the team, really.
Yeah, good luck on Saturday, Will. Thanks for joining us.
Cheers, thank you.